More music.
Oh my god.
Here goes.
Across the airway right now.
Get ready.
Now this is Freddie McGregor, and you're tuned into the baddest rhythm of all time.
Grant's Rock Warehouse is trying to change the world one track at a time.
Are we on the air?
Yes, you are.
More music. More of the time.
Grant's Rock Warehouse.
Don't understand what's going on here.
Welcome to Grant's Rock Warehouse, and welcome to another episode of the series. We've been doing this for, everyone, it's been a long time. We're up to 1993. We're looking at our top 10 tracks. Got a big panel. We want to hear from you in the chat. Let's do it.
Giving you what you paid for. Grant's Rock Warehouse.
All right, welcome everybody. We are live, and we are in the warehouse tonight. We are looking at the security footage. This is happening right now as you see one of the employees moving boxes. It's fascinating. We've been captivated all night watching this. But we're even going to be more captivated because tonight is 1993. Our top 10 tracks. We are live. Got BM Bolt. Look at Ivon.
Oh, look at Ivon.
Oh, Ivon's all crazy.
It's all Star Wars on us.
He's all Star Wars and shit. We've got BM Bolt. We've got Johnny Metal. We've got John the Music Nut. We've got DC Tune Time. And we've got Ivon the Music Man. I'm your host, Grant Arthur. Nice to be here. Anyway, so we want to hear from you. We're going to keep it interactive. We're going to go, if anybody remembers how we do this, we go 3, 3, and 4. And we go around the horn. And we're just keeping it fun. We're keeping it interactive. So tonight, I think I'm going to go, let's see, how do I have all these set up? I think I'm going to go, let's start out with Ivon tonight.
Oh.
Ivon, you want to start us off?
I can start.
Hell, man, he's a professional.
Yeah.
We'll go Ivon, DC, John, Johnny Metal, Byron, and myself, and we'll go around that way. All right, Ivon, take it away. What's your first 3?
Yeah, this is the first time I'm going to show CDs. You know, these small round circle.
Never heard of them.
Okay, yeah, it's very, very popular. But I have some records, LP also to show. But my number 10 is, the first one is from Sting. And the song is called Fields of Gold. And this is the CD. And when I start to buy this CD, I always mark my CD with my number on the CD here, mark here, and also on the CD. And that I didn't like because it's not so good that you have a small sticker on the original CD. So I was not so happy with that. But the Fields of Gold is a very nice, mellow song. I really like the Police, and of course I like Sting. And also a little backstory here. If you see here, this is a MP3 version of all the Sting's solo albums I bought in. This is not official, but it's a bootleg. But it's MP3 in the highest quality you can get. So in the 90s, later the MP3 was starting, but I switched from records to CDs. So this is my first song, Fields of Gold. I really like that song.
Excellent pick.
The next one, I don't have anything to show here because I don't have the CD, I don't have the LP, but the song is Loser with Beck. And I think that that album, Mellow Gold, is just released on LP now, late June. So you can buy it on vinyl now because it was very, very expensive before. So I think it's only one Beck record that is missing on vinyl, but this Loser song was very nice. And I also saw Beck live in Oslo in the 90s. He was not so big artist in Norway, so we was maybe only 200, 300, 400 people in the audience, and that was a very, very nice concert. So Beck Loser is my number 9 spot.
All right.
And number 8. This is going to be my first and my second vinyl to show. This album here, Billy Joel, The River of Dreams, was also released in 1993. And I think this is not out on vinyl yet. And this is a little bit expensive if you want it. But it's a European press of of the album from Billy Joel. The River of Dreams was a huge radio hit in Europe and also in Norway. And I really like Billy Joel. I have never seen him live. I think he don't like to fly around, so he always have these shows in Madison Square Garden in New York. And I just started to watch a television series about him now. It's 2 episodes out on one of the streaming channels about Billy Joel and his life. And I hope, I think Billy Joel is a good guy, and I don't think so many people in the vinyl community or the music people on YouTube talk so much about Billy Joel, but I really like him. He's a good pop artist and have a lot of good songs. So that was my number 8 pick.
Excellent. You said that vinyl, Ivon, is expensive?
It is.
Yeah, it cost a lot.
It is? It used to be $1 record back in the day.
That one's hard to find.
Yeah,
really?
It's
guess I should have bought more of them.
I think it's $120 and up.
But it's like 1980. Well, I guess it is 93.
93. That was
pretty late.
Yeah, it's late.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different record.
That Storm Watcher is pretty easy to find. Is that what it's called?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Songs in the Attic.
Stormfront. Yeah.
That's easy, but this is 93, so it was.
They quit making vinyl by then, but not in the UK. All right, thank you, Ivon. Excellent work. My goodness. Bless you, my child. Let's throw it over to DC. DC, what's your first 3?
All right. Hey, everybody. On some of the notes leading up to this show, everyone was saying, man, 93 sucks. I can't find anything. La, la, la.
I found a lot.
For me, surprisingly, 1993 was a very strong year. I had like 17 songs vying for my top 10. And almost each group or artist I chose for my top 10 had multiple songs from albums that I could have chosen. And among my choices were 4 albums that I would rate as a 10 as well.
Nope.
So on with the first round. And as always, if possible, my first pick is a Todd Rundgren performance or production choice. Surprise, surprise. And this year we have a performance number from the album No World Order, and I picked Fascist Christ. And this is a slightly rap-based tune about phony preachers or the religious hierarchy poisoning the relationship between God and man. And you need to check out the video for this one. It's got some very interesting imagery, to say the least. It's great melody here, as all of Todd's music, or most of it is, to go with the rap content. That's what it puts it over the top for me. And this album is one of Todd's experimental albums. And I can promise this will be the only time a rap tinge number will make any of my top 10 lists. So, moving on. And during my long life, the instances of being floored by an album occur less and less as I move on down the road. This album was probably the last time I had heard something this monumental. This album is a stone cold 10, and I could have picked just about every track here. That's how magnificent this album is. And the album in question is Spilt Milk from Jellyfish, and the song I picked is New Mistake. This album was perfectly crafted to my musical sensibilities, harmony vocals, memorable songs, fantastic instrumentation, extra musical touches. You could tell a lot of thought went into the order of the songs and how the songs flow one into another. And I think it's just an incredible artistic accomplishment. My third pick is from a group that was featured on my first appearance on Grant's Rock Warehouse.
Cracks Rock
Warehouse.
Oh, my first, Grant's Crack Warehouse. Oh boy.
That was quite a show too, DC.
It was out of hand. But anyway, this is the first time I was on Grant's show, and we did a retrospective of this group. And it's the Posies from the album Frosting on the Beater with Flavor of the Month. And this is one of those songs that I could put on a running loop for an hour and never tire of it. It's incredibly catchy. It rocks, and it features those great Posey's harmony vocals. And this, along with the previous album, both these albums are 10s in my book, the Jellyfish album and this one. So that's all for me.
Awesome.
In this go round.
Excellent, DC. Excellent.
I can.
Anytime you can mention Jellyfish.
Oh, yep.
In fact, you're going to see that again.
Oh,
damn.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
I knew someone else on this panel was definitely going to pick some Jellyfish.
All right, let's throw it over to John the Music Nut. John, you are up, my friend. What's your 3 picks?
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Of course.
Big year in grunge, but I don't have any grunge in my top 10. I may have some kind of fish in here, though, a little bit later. Tyler Patterson, hold on. You mentioned something I got. But not this one. This is this artist's from his second solo album, most notably known for his work with Steely Dan. This was the first single off of Kamakiriad. And it's not Yesterday Girl. And it's not this year's girl. It's tomorrow's girl.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. A good pick. I really like that album.
Thank you, Ivon. Once again, Donald proves his knack for a great melody and a great chorus. Wonderful song. Very, very catchy. Got played heavy on AOR back in the day. Great album, too. I think all of his solo albums are very, very strong. But this is my number 10. Don Fig and Tomorrow's Girls, number 9. Now, this is from a metal band out of New York, and this was from their first album with John Bush. I'm talking about Anthrax, and the song is Only.
Yeah.
There you go. So, this song actually also made on album Oriented Rock, and they also played this on the Arsenio Hall show in 1993. That's right. This is a catchy-ass song. In fact, Joey Belladonna has been back with Anthrax for many years at this point. They still do the song Only live, even though John Bush was the singer on it. Yeah. Excellent track, but this is menacing, yet has a good melody to it. And it's got a wonderful chorus again, but different kind of chorus than Donald Fagen. But kicks ass and takes names. My number 9 is Anthrax with Only. Number 8. And now we go to rap. To me,
John gets all kinds of stuff, ladies and gentlemen. So brace yourself.
that's right. And today, I am going to give some love to A Tribe Called Quest. It's from Midnight Marauders. This song is a war tour. I believe this was the first single off of this album as well. This album, Midnight Marauders and Low End Theory, these are two of the best rap hip-hop albums ever recorded, in my opinion. Well, War Tour is very, very catchy. Q-Tip is on fire here. Wonderful track, just sticks in your head. It's an earworm. It is awesome. I know there are other songs off this album. I was thinking about Electric Relaxation I wanted to put in here, but I'm going with a War Tour by A Tribe Called Quest as my number 8.
Excellent.
There you go. Thank you.
A lot of variety, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to get a lot of variety tonight. We span a lot of different tastes, and that's what it's about.
Yep.
So, all right. Thank you, John the Music Nut. Let's throw it over to, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Metal.
All right. More on that Anthrax album a little later on my list. Just saying. And for all those out there, y'all, we did a show on my channel last year. It was probably one of my favorite shows on the channel, where John talked about the Bush era of Anthrax. Mike Lodano talked about Karabi Crew. Jake Knott from State Farm talked about Ripper Priest. Ripper Priest, and Pete Jones talked about Blaze Maiden. So yeah, that was still one of my favorite shows. Temporary Replacement Singers, A lot of fun show. All right, so my first pick up this one. Most of my songs here are actually songs I was into in 1993. There's only two that I only discovered later on, came out in 93. And my first one is one of them. I think I've mentioned this band a couple of times before. This is an Australian thrash metal band that did a little bit of death, a little bit of Christian, a little bit of groove, a little bit of power, a little bit of all kinds of things. Mortification, song called Grind Planetarium. This is just a groovy, heavy, crazy track that goes all over the place, but it is such a fun song. It's probably the first song I actually heard by the band on their live Planetarium albums. A really great track to kick that album off. My next song, and really I could have picked almost any song from this album. And it's funny, when I was putting my playlist together for this album, or for this year, this album is not on Spotify.
Wow. Really?
How is the Coverdale Page album not on Spotify, aside from a playlist of bootleg live performances? I could have picked any song from this album. I particularly like Pride and Joy the most. I love the jangly feel of that whole song with with the guitars, and you got some little harmonica going on, but you just got a lot of good stuff going on that whole album. I mean, Take Me for a Little While is an epic ballad. You got the epic Whisper of Prayer for the Dying. Easy Does It. There's so many great tracks on that album. I love the Coverdale Page album, but Pride and Joy wins it. My next song, you're going to think, why is Johnny Metal picking this song of all bands? Because this band's not a heavy metal band. They're not even a hard rock band.
Ivon knows going to love it.
But I bet Ivon will know who this band is.
Yeah.
And I bet he will say, I feel you on this one. Depeche Mode.
Oh,
I feel you.
Yes, Ivon. Yes.
I love the slinkiness of this song. It's a simple, that simple riff, but there is just a slinky, kinky feeling to this song that was just all over my tape deck in 1993. I actually had this on a cassette single and actually really liked the song. I never got into the rest of the album. I never bought it. And so I knew a lot of folks who were big fans of Depeche Mode, but this song was a little bit of a departure for them. But man, I love the slinkiness of this song. So yeah, there you go. I Feel You from Depeche Mode.
I'm surprised.
I must say, how could you follow up Violator? Because Violator was a perfect record.
Yeah.
And this ended up in cutout bins.
I will take I'll take your word on that one.
Well, I mean, for the genre.
Oh yeah.
Thoughts on Violator?
Violator is nearly a perfect album. I really love that album, and that was 1990, I think, and this was 93. So
I think it was 91.
I think
No, it was 90.
Was it 90?
Violator was 90, yeah.
Okay.
And this, I Feel You, was from the album from 93. And I don't have that Depeche Mode album from 93. I'm starting to collect it, all the Depeche Mode albums on vinyl now. And I have them on my wish list to see them live. That they're still touring around the world. So I hope I can see them before they quit. So
Christian says, good job, Mr. Metal.
I'm surprised.
Mr. Metal always brings it, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Anyway, John, that was your second pick, correct?
That was all three. That was
shit. Okay, I got to pay attention better. All right. Thank you, Mr. Metal.
Thank you.
It's good. Depeche, why not? Let's give Depeche Mode some love. If you like it, you like it. It doesn't matter here in the Warehouse.
Great track.
All good. All right, let's throw it to BM Bolt. I'm sure we'll have a lot of shredding with his choices. Byron, nice to see you tonight.
A little bit of shredding, but not much tonight. I mean,
okay. All right.
Well, I mean, my first pick is an instrumental guitar song, but it's not a shredder at all. So,
no.
Yeah, I actually had trouble finding 10 songs I really liked. I mean, I've got a few honorable mentions, but I don't know, half of my top 10 were like, yeah, I got to throw something in here. It's getting lean, I think. At least for me it is. And I don't think we're going to have a lot of overlaps as we go in further.
We
and
do
further.
have some overlaps.
There
though.
are some.
We do have some overlap.
Yeah, one of my picks was already chosen, so there will be some, but I don't think it will be quite as many as we used to have. So my first track is going to be off of the Steve Hackett album called Guitar Noir, and the song is called Sierra Cumata. If you've not heard this, it's a very dreamy song. It reminds me of a song nobody's probably heard either, John Mayall's Supernatural. I mean, if you've heard that, then it sounds like that kind of. It's this dreamy instrumental guitar song. No shredding on. It's just beautiful to listen to. So Steve was starting to come back here, I think, on this album. His 80s, late 80s, mid-late 80s stuff wasn't great. And I thought he started to find his way back here. He did, I think, a blues album after this, which wasn't great. But then I think Darktown came next, and it's been pretty solid ever since then. So that'll be my first one.
Tim Henry, Tom Petty, Mary Jane's. That's a good one. I didn't come. No one picked that tonight. That would be a good one, though. Sorry, Byron.
Yeah, that's one of them that's on like greatest hits, and I don't really think about greatest hits albums too much when I'm doing this type of stuff.
Right.
So yeah, someone's mentioned this album a couple times already tonight in the chat. So I'm going to go with something off of here. To me, this is Kate's her last really great album. The stuff after it's not bad. I want to go with Moments of Pleasure.
I think Ariel's.
I don't care for that much, though, to be honest with you. But maybe it's because I haven't listened to it as much.
Well, anything after 1994, you don't recognize.
Well, she took such a long time off after this is the problem. So there was, and I've got 30 years with this with Ariel. I've only heard it 3 or 4 times, maybe. But yeah, I want to go with Moments of Pleasure. It's just as beautiful. It's just her piano and some orchestration. It reminds me a little bit of this woman's work, which I chose a couple of years back. This is a really strong album, though. There's a few other songs out here I debated, but I did go with the Moment of Pleasure. I like that.
Damn, Robin's coming in with Monster Magnet Twin Earth. Monster Magnet. I haven't thought about Monster Magnet in years. Maybe. Someone's mentioned it on this show, though, I think.
All right.
All right. Keep going, Byron.
Next one. I'm going to go off the Robert Plant Fate of Nations album. This is a strong album. Yeah. There's a lot of great tracks on here. I'm going to go with I Believe, though. I don't know. That's something about that song. It just makes me feel good when I hear him singing it and they're playing it. And to me, that's what it's all about. How does it make you feel? And that song just makes me feel real good. Calling to You is strong on here.
29 Palms.
29 Palms, Come Into My Life. Just a lot of great tracks on that. So that's my third pick for the night.
Nice.
Ken White, you're 100% right. World Party Bang album is a great record. All right. Thank you, BM Bolt. Excellent work. I do want to take a moment real quick before I go to my picks and really dazzle everyone. I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight and giving the channel some love and keeping it interactive. It is a community, and we're just here talking music. Hopefully there will be something on this show tonight that will turn you on. You may want to check it out, like that Depeche Mode track from Johnny Metal. Go check that out. All right, my first pick. We are going to go with, once I can find my graphic. Okay, here we go. Here we are. I'm gonna have to bounce off a DC Tune Time, baby. Jellyfish, New Mistake. This was actually a single off of Spilt Milk. I would say this is power pop goodness. I'm gonna freaking put it in power pop. You've got the harmonies, you've got orchestral flourishes, you've got Queen Beatle influences. It's a beautiful song. It's about love, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
If you know what that is. Phenomenal. So a great track, right, DC?
Oh, absolutely. This album is a solid 10. Easy. Beautiful. It's the last time I've been floored by an album, 1993.
Yeah, it's a perfect album.
Yeah.
All right, so check out Jellyfish if you haven't checked. We talked Jellyfish on here before. We've done shows on Jellyfish. All right, my next track is one of my all-time favorite. Now, when I put my list together, I just kind of ramble on and just kind of throw them out there. This is higher up on my list, but it's coming in at number 9, but don't pay attention to any of my numbers. This is one of my all-time favorite albums of 1993. I saw the band on the Exit the Dragon tour like 2 years after this or the next year. I love this album. I love it. Urged Overkill, Sister Havana. This is a fantastic album. I just love it. Big guitars. This is anthemic. It's just hooks galore.
Oh, that riff. Na, 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 na.
It's phenomenal. And what I like about this is the production of this. It's very up front. It's kind of like Matthew's Sweet Girlfriend. There's really not any reverb on it. And it's like, if you listen to it, it's like Urge Overkill is like playing in your living room.
Right there, baby.
But I don't know what it was. You can find this not as much today, but you could always find this in the dollar bins. I don't get it. I think it's phenomenal. I highly recommend Urge Overkill.
I never heard about that group, so I put it on my list here.
It'll tear your face off. Well,
in a good way.
In a good way. All right, here's another one of my all-time favorite tracks. I think, am I going out of order? Maybe. That's all right, doesn't matter. Once I find where's my graphic? Oh, here we go. This is also one of my favorite tracks from the 90s. I'm going to go with Porno for Pyro's Pets, because, ladies and gentlemen, we will make good pets someday. I'm sure we will.
To the Romulans.
But as we all know, Perry Farrell, they're in a lawsuit now, Jane's Addiction. Maybe he'll just go back to Porno for Pyros and start that back up again, since they all hate each other. But I think this peaked at like 67 on the chart. It wasn't a big hit, but there's something about it. It's kind of light, but I do think that we'll make good pets someday, just as we get taken over by somebody. So that's my third pick. So there you go, everybody. We're going to send it over to Ivon in Norway.
Yes, and the next one is going to be an airworm song, a song that you never get out of your head when you first heard it. And it was so popular in 93 in Norway, and the video was popular, and it's the guy who sings has a very, very low voice, baritone voice, called Brad Roberts, and he also had a brother in the band. And a girl called Ellen Reed, and I'm talking about.
Can we just have Ivon do that for the whole show?
Background.
Alienate everyone.
Yeah. So they're from Canada also. So
we'll have him do it to this background too.
Yeah. So it was the song that was. When it comes in your head, it never leave your head. So I like that song still a little bit, but not so much. But it was one of my big songs in '93. So I must have it on my list. So it's my number 7 pick on my top 10 lists.
Excellent. I haven't heard that song in a long time.
Yeah.
But I will say this, Ivon, when this track was out back in '93, they played this video all the time.
Yes.
Could not get away from that video.
Couldn't get away from it.
Oh.
So the next one, number 6, is the lady who sings in this group. She left us in 2018. She was only 46 years old. Dolores, and she's from Ireland. And the group is, of course, the Cranberries. And the song is Linger, and the Cranberries is a very good group. They have so many good songs. So it's also a very, I see on my top 10 list, all my songs is very mellow, very slow, but I like it. So I must just present the songs I like, of course. So Linger with the Cranberries is my number 6 pick. And I don't have that on CD and vinyl, so I think I should update my collection about Cranberries.
Well, buy it on CD. I don't know what the CD market is where you're at, but man, you could find this in the bins here. This was such a big seller They sold so many of them, man. You can go through the cheapy bins, man. Get it for $2, $1.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen it lately, but it'll pop up.
Mm.
It takes a long time. You know, the site, this is like a show in itself. Think about how big this was in 93 and how long it takes for these dollar bin CDs just kind of to filter out, and you don't see them that much. And I think this is just starting to you not see it as much. I don't know. Byron sees a lot more of that stuff than I do. But man, this is a
Garage
dollar
sale.
CD. It's a garage sale CD.
Thrift stores. I mean, I don't see. If I did see these, I wouldn't even give them a second thought. So
Right. There's a bazillion of them out there.
But I got this Dolores solo album from 2007 on vinyl. It was the record store day, I think, last year. So I got that on vinyl. So that's good. So she only made 2 solo albums, Dolores. So
Maisie James, nice to see you tonight. Thanks for stopping by.
It's my number 6 now, I think. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And this is my guy. This is Lenny Kravitz, of course. Lenny Kravitz is a person. I've seen him live 2 times, and I must see him live once more, because this guy, he can make good ballads, good rock and roll songs. He has a good voice, good attitude. The band is good, and he is good. So Lenny Kravitz and Just Be a Woman, a very nice ballad, and he has soul in a lot of his songs, and I really like this guy. Lenny Kravitz is my number 5 pick. Yeah.
You put this pick right beside Lenny Kravitz, and he'd look identical to this. He hasn't aged at all. Still has nice pet.
I hadn't noticed.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm not gay. I'm just saying.
No, he's held up very well.
I'm sure Sydney's noticed.
He's held up
Lenny
very
is
well.
great.
I remember when his first girlfriend and woman, that was a lady that I have a crush on, because she was on the Cosby Show, Lisa Bonet, and I think they got the child also together. So,
Ivon, did you ever see that movie Angel Heart?
Yeah. I really like it.
It's a little disturbing, to be honest.
It's a hot movie. Mm.
Cool. It was a good one.
Yeah, I think Lisa Bonet would be a whole lot of work if you were in a relationship with her.
I think she's a tough nail, and she was also okay in this high fidelity TV. They made a TV series around this high fidelity movie, and she was in that TV series.
Lenny is sexy, and I'm a guy. Wolfpack 48, and Sydney's coming in, and he's no Logan Collins.
Oh, jeez.
He's not.
Somewhere his
Kyle
ears
says,
are burning.
I'm not gay, but $20 is $20.
Thank you, Chris Allo.
Eric Robinson says it all comes back to April Wine giving it, taking it.
That would be the Frigate album, I think.
I think so.
think that's
looked
Frigate.
at all those. I think that's Frigate.
Yeah.
All right, Ivon, is that your second? Sorry, I keep interrupting.
I think I have 5. That was number 5. So I have 4 left. So 4 is going to be at the end. So I'm finished with mine.
Okay, excellent. Let's throw it over to DC Tune Time so he can razzle dazzle us.
Well, I'll do what I can. This is my next 3 picks, but there's going to be a lot of overlap with my list, because out of these first 6, 3 of them are mentioned already on other people's lists. So here's another song from an album that I would rate a 10, and it's been mentioned before by Ivon. But I could have picked just about every song here. If I ever lose my faith in you, She's Too Good for Me, It's Probably Me. Why not name every tune here? Let's go with, as Ivon did, Fields of Gold from Sting off the album 10 Summoner's Tales. And what a beautiful melody over an acoustic guitar with all those instrumental touches and extras we expect from a Sting composition. But this album is full of musical gems, and I'm sure just about everyone on the panel or tuning in has heard this. But if you haven't, check this album out. It's well worth your time. Now comes an artist that's not going to be on anybody else's list here tonight. I feel I can say that with a surety. And he was on my 1992 list. And he was really busy at this time producing a lot of material. And it's Paul Weller from Wildwood with the song Moon on Your Pajamas. This is like some of his other tunes. They're like a real throwback to pop standards of even going before the rock and roll era. And this is another one of those. It's just a beautiful tune, very laid back and romantic groove, very soulful. It's unlike the approach of Jeff Buckley, who we discussed recently. This guy just gets to the point, and there's no histrionics and everything. The melody is sung beautifully, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Not like the fact that the word pajamas is in there.
You picked the wrong track.
Oh, what? Who else is?
Exa Music says good pick, but not the best one off the album, Byron.
We all hear
DC.
things differently, don't
I mean,
we?
John the Music Nut. I mean,
okay, here's another one that's been mentioned before. It's a rocker. I was fluctuating between two songs on this album, but I settled, as Grant did, on 100%. Sister Havana from Urge Overkill. Yes. What a driving riff that propels this song. The drums, too. I love the vocal treatment.
Yes.
The production, the lead guitar passage here. Fantastic. On a second rung, I almost picked Bottle of Fur, but you can't ignore
the whole record.
Sister Havana. That's a great album.
Great record.
So I'm done here.
Excellent. Thank you, DC. Appreciate it. Excellent work. John the Music Nut, you are up.
All right. More overlap.
Uh-oh, Maisie's got something. Wait, not sure if this is the correct genre, but Maisie Starr's Fade Into You came out in 93, and that song is a bop.
Is that some of that terminology the youngsters are using these days?
Maisie, you may see that song pop up tonight, but I'm not going to promise it. All right, John Music Nut, you are up.
All right, thank you. Another song from 10 Summoner's Tales, first single off the album, If I Ever Lose My Faith in You.
Again, yes, sir.
God, this is popular.
It's like, I think this is like the last great album that Sting made. After this, he was so hit and miss.
Yeah, agreed, John, big time. But this one is,
oh my gosh, hooks galore on this, and what a bridge on it too. Wonderful track. It's my number 7, If I Ever Lose My Faith in You. Number 6, I'm not going to go any deeper into this than Ivon already did, but I picked Linger by the Cranberries as well. Yep. Ivon said it all. It's a beautiful song. It's wonderful. Okay, we're going to go right to number 5. And as the resident Fishbone fan on the panel, I'm going to go with a song that I'm not crazy about this album at all. At first, I did not like this album at all, but this is from an album which probably is perhaps the longest title ever. Give a monkey a brain and he'll swear he's the center of the universe. That's the name of the album. And the song is Servitude. Now, on this album, they went really heavy. And this song is relentless. This song will take paint off your car. Very, very heavy. I mean, very, very busy. The bass work on here is magnificent. Excellent. Intense. Awesome. Check it out. If you like heavy music, you're not familiar with Fishbone, you just think that they're more of a R&B ska stew, check out Servitude. So that's my number 5, Fishbone, Servitude.
All right, cool. Excellent. I don't know if this is excellent. I've never heard this record in my life. Ivon, is this excellent?
I've never heard that either.
Oh,
it's new for me too.
Well,
I think it's too heavy for me.
Thank you, dog catcher.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'll check it out. That's why we do this show.
Check out that track.
I will check it
Rest
out.
The album's hit and miss.
Cracker, I've seen Cracker. Cracker opened for no, the Wallflowers opened for Cracker.
Yeah, because they were just starting out. That was
I got free tickets to that show, and that's about this same time. And I did not know at the time that Jacob Dylan was Bob Dylan's son, but they were the opening band. Small little club. They were fine. Cracker was really good though.
That album called Kerosene Hats.
Mm-hmm. But the Wallflowers. This was before the record might have been released. Because didn't that Wallflowers album, didn't it take a long time for it to kind of take off or no?
The first album was when they would have been touring that one.
Yeah.
And that album bombed. It was the second album, Bringing Down the Horse, that had all the hits.
Okay. God, I didn't even realize. I thought that Bringing Down I thought that was the first one.
No, that's actually the second album.
Wow.
Yeah, the
Tells you what I know.
first album went it didn't go platinum. It went aluminum, that first album. Then the second album went like 4 times platinum.
So I saw them on the first album and no one knew who they were.
Right.
They were fine.
It's a good album.
Oh, I saw Wallflowers open for Jewel in the early 90s. Nice. And Byron saw Tonic with the Wallflowers. I'll be damned. Look, ladies and gentlemen,
3 weeks ago.
let's just take a brief moment. Guitar Hack's here. Hello, Guitar Hack. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in to say hey. All right. Thank you, John the Music Nut. True professional, sort of Johnny Metal, so he can get us back into the metal.
Well, I don't know how metal some of these will be, but let's go to this little band in Georgia with this song that came out in '93. That it just seemed like it was another song that kind of popped up on MTV and the radio quite a lot, and it would sometimes, it seemed like you'd hear it a lot. Probably their breakthrough hit. Had a lot of ebbs and flows, but boy, when that guitar solo kicks in and then they finish it off with the bridge or the rocking at the end, but then they throw these nice little background vocals. How about a little Shine from Collective Soul? Yeah, I was all over this song back in '93. This was a big favorite. I like this album. There was a lot of. I haven't listened to it in forever, but I was always a big fan.
Still stands up.
Yeah, still holds up. I love the ebbs and I love how the nice even sounds that they got. It was soft, go to loud, you kind of bring it back. Ed Rollins' vocals were just really well done in this whole song.
The guitars I always thought on this, John, always sounded really good.
Yeah, love it. I was listening to it again. I was like, man, I forgot how good that guitar solo was. It just really rips.
It was the first album from them, I think, also.
Yes, that was their debut. Next song, I've seen this one mentioned in the chat a couple of times. And I think a couple of songs from this particular album has been mentioned in the chat. How about when's the last time you can really remember Rush doing a little bit of a detuned, nasty, gnarly riff, but stick it out? My God, that riff. Oh, simple, but boy, it's just an angry, distorted, heavy riff. A great track. Counterparts is such a good album to begin with. I've seen people mention Animate. I love Nobody's Hero as well. There's so many good songs on this album, but Stick It Out. Oh my gosh. They finally can kind of get away from the more heavier keyboard sounds. They kind of wake back up a little bit and they really brought some heavy stuff back. And so, yeah, I thought that was a great track. But now I'm going to kind of dial it back a little bit. And this is a song by a band that was really big in the 80s, but then they kind of trailed a tad in the 90s. But I'll tell you, when this song came out, I think they had a different guitar player by this point. But boy, when I heard Ordinary World by Duran Duran, man, I'll tell you, I suddenly gained a lot of respect for Duran Duran. And I went back and started listening to some of the earlier stuff. And I was like, man, this really was really good. Some of that early 80s stuff actually was really classic stuff. But yeah, Ordinary World, such a great track. Holds up well. Silent Bond's vocals here is just so good. Great song. So yeah, Ordinary World.
Well, the thing about it is that this track seemed to be more like it could have been off of Rio or something.
Yeah.
It sounded more like traditional.
With a little bit more 90s production as opposed to the 80s electronic kind of production that they did so much of. But yeah, this really had a good sound to it.
Yeah. Dog Catcher. The band is so nice they named it twice Duran Duran. Wow. Brian McFadden tonight has a lot of opinions. Doesn't like shoegaze, has issues with collective soul. I don't know what's wrong. He must have woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Sorry, Brian.
Probably got his beard tangled last night or something.
Yikes.
Something like that. All right, was that 3, Johnny Metal?
My 3.
God, you're so efficient. All right. BM Bolt, baby. Let's hear it.
Is Warren Cucurullo on that album?
Yep.
So,
Yes.
Okay.
He's a guitar player.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't sure when he was in the band, when he wasn't. So, yeah. All right. So I'm going to go with this is a guy who was the guitar player for Dokken off of his first solo album. The hell's this called? Can't even read. Sacred Groove. Yes. The song is called Tierra del Fuego, and it's an instrumental. It's not like a shredding song. I mean, he cuts loose a little bit on it, but there's some flamenco stuff on here. Rocks. It's got a lot of variety to it. It's a pretty decent album if you've not heard this. There's a couple turds on here, though. I'm going to give you that. There are a couple. You've got Glenn Hughes sings a couple tracks. You got Ray Gillen sings a song. This is a pretty solid album. If you've not heard that. So,
what that song with the Nelson brothers on it?
Yeah, I mean that's not terrible, I suppose. We don't own this world.
Yeah.
What sucks is that the Beast Part 1 and 2. I hate that.
Yeah,
I bought that CD for $1 and it's a cutout.
I probably gave $5 for it when it first came out as a cutout.
And didn't that come out on Elektra?
Yeah, there's a cutout.
Yeah, I think they're all cutouts. I don't think anybody bought it. I think it just went to the cutout bin.
I thought that was a new release.
Solid though, man. I had to have it because Glenn Hughes sings a couple tracks, but man, it's got a few good instrumentals on there.
It's a good record.
You know how I like the instrumentals. So we have my next song.
Nick says George Lynch smokes, but I've never heard this album or song.
Oh, check it out, Nick.
Check it out. That's what this show's about.
Yes, definitely check that out. My next song actually was picked by Johnny Metal because he's got good taste. We're going to go with Pride and Joy off the Coverdale Page album. Yeah, you know, the intro to that sounds like it could have came off of Zeppelin 3 or something with the 12-string type acoustic guitars. But then it really kicks in and rocks out at times, like you were saying. And such a good album. You know, Over Now as well.
Absolution Blues.
Yeah. Take Me for a Little While is a good ballad. It's just a great album. This was a one and done. we haven't done a one and done on that.
They should have done it. I don't know. Didn't he started to record with Robert Plant again, and that kind of put the kibosh on this?
Could have been. Yeah, I mean,
I wish they would have kept
potential. This had more potential than the Page Plant crap.
Yeah, the unleaded, and then Walking into Clarksdale. Yeah. Which aren't bad.
They're okay, but they're not as good as that album, in my opinion. But whatever.
Dogcatcher, you do have a good point. Metal got dumped in the cutout bins in the commercial tsunami of the grunge boom. And think about that. If this George Lynch album came out in 93, it was probably doomed. True. Yeah, good point. All right, Byron, keep going.
All right. This will be my this will be my last pick of this round. I'm gonna go with a
shredder
shrapnel guy. That's my first shrapnel guy of the night, though. So
okay,
it's Greg Howe's off of his introspection.
Where'd DC go?
Oh, he's in audio only.
So this is his second solo album. He'd taken a break to do his two. What was that other band with his brother? They did 2 albums.
Steve.
No.
How it's called? I know what you mean, but I can't remember.
It's called How To, isn't it, or something? But anyway, those were like Van Halen clone albums, really. But so this is his second instrumental album. This is a little less blues rock than his first one. This one's slightly a little more fusion-y. Not quite there, but it's a little more fusion-y than the first album and his later stuff. Became much more fusion-y. He's got a real clean tone on this album at times. His playing is real slinky at times, if that's a good way to describe it. But yeah, solid album. I think his first album's a little better, but I really like that one as well. So that's my last pick that round.
All right, Craig Howell. Excellent. All right. Well, okay. Also about the also about that George Lynch album, David Lee Roth called, and he wants his Eat 'Em and Smile album cover back.
Yeah.
It is kind of Eat 'Em and Smile.
Yeah, a little bit.
It is kind of an odd.
Historical.
It is kind of an odd album cover, but whatever. It's all right. It was doomed. Okay. My next pick, ladies and gentlemen, we are in 93, and this will be a pick that DC or Byron's, well, DC might know it, but Byron's probably going to go, what?
I've done that with every one of your picks so far.
All right. Well, we're going to go with another one. We're going to go with Liz Phair. Exile in Guysville. This is one of my favorite. I swear to God, I thought I was going to have a lot of problems finding stuff in the early 90s, but no. There is some stuff that I still love this record.
Plus, she's one of the top MILFs in rock and roll.
Exactly. I wasn't thinking that, but this is a standout track from the 1993 effort. Raw. She's got this deadpan delivery. You know, it's very 1990s feminist kind of thing, but it's basically a track about being on a road trip and the whole, well, relationship falls apart. But I love the whole record. There's not a weak track on it. This is another one that after a while you could pick it up in the dollar bin. But this was originally out on Matador, and then she got a record deal with Capitol. Then Capitol reissued all this for Matador stuff. But then eventually, you know, changing musical tastes, and she put out a couple of records that were very Avril Lavigne like.
Very pop focused. Yes.
I guess
Very
you just
lo-fi.
Yeah. But this is definitely the perfect record.
The first album from her, I see.
Yep. All right, another song. Oh my gosh. And this popped in my head, and I think someone might have mentioned this band last year in 1992. But man, this song is absolute perfection. I'm going to go with Crowded House, Nails in My Feet from Together Alone. Absolutely haunting acoustic guitars, beautiful production. I think is this Mitchell Froome still? Is he still producing Crowded House on this? I can't remember. Someone may know.
Couldn't tell.
But it's just absolutely a beautiful song. And Neil Finn's vocals, I could listen to this over and over again. In fact, this is one of those Crowded House albums that I had it, but I didn't really just immerse myself in it. But now it's like one of my favorite Crowded House albums. This is the last great Crowded House album as far as I'm concerned. Phenomenal. Absolutely. God, I love it. So there you go, Crowded House. What do we have now? Oh, okay. No one's going to mention this, but damn it, I'm going to mention it. My next pick, I'm going to go with the Lemonheads. It's About Time on Come On Feel the Lemonheads. Saw Lemonheads back in the day with Juliana Hatfield at Stash's really small club. And I remember Evan Dando was just out there playing pool. No one, it was early in the career, and he and Juliana Hatfield were touring together. But this track is quintessential Evan Dando composition. It's catchy, it's poppy, it's fuzzy alt rock with catchy lyrics, and his vocal delivery is very Graham Parsons. Phenomenal. I love his voice, and I love his songwriting. I still love the Lemonheads. I love it. What else can I say? I'm giddy, worked up. But you could find this in the dollar bin too. All my picks are dollar bin CDs.
It's in my dollar bin.
Folks, you could pick up all Grant's picks for less than $10.
For probably, I have 10 picks. You might be able to get them all for $10. So there you go. So I'm trying to keep it cheap. But these records sold well, and then they ended up in, you know how it works. All right, everybody. Excellent. Let's throw it over to Ivon. Ivon's up next. Ivon, what's your final four?
Yeah, number 4. It's a CD or a record I don't have, but I love the song. It's American group. I think it was released in September in '93. Paid Into You with Massey Star, and I think it was mentioned here earlier with some of the people who are watching the stream. But Fade Into You is a very, very nice song, and I think it was from the second album from this group, and I will try to hunt for this on vinyl also. I think it's really released already. So that's for my number 4 pick. And number 3 is I'm gonna show you vinyl here, and it's cost. If you buy this, it's a UK, and it will cost you around $300 to $500. So it's very expensive. And of course, it's the Come Undone song from Duran Duran. I was in '93 in America for the first time, me and my brother, and we was renting a car, and we was driving from Florida to New Orleans, and on the radio, Duran Duran was playing this song, and also another song that is also mentioned. Repeating. When this Duran Duran album here have 2 good songs, the rest is okay, but it's one of my 2, maybe my top 5 favorite songs of Duran Duran ever. So Come On Down with Duran Duran is my number 3 pick on my list from 1993. And number 2 is of course song from this album here. I have it on CD, but it's possible to get it on vinyl also. Everybody Hurts. It's so good, and it's many good songs on this album here. Drive, and of course Man on the Moon, Night Swimming, and so much. And REM is a really good group. I don't think so many people really love REM in the vinyl community and around here, but I think we should mention REM more on the YouTube channel with the people.
Hey, Ivon, when this came out, we played this nonstop. I still think that this is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Probably, I liked Out of Time. I love all that stuff, but I think I would probably go on record. This might be my favorite. Well, it's one of them, you know. But this is John Paul Jones doing all the orchestral arrangements on it, so it's pretty cool.
And then, of course, when I was driving around in America, me and my brother with the car, this song also was on the radio. So I have good memories of this song from driving in the car. So, and my number 1 is, of course,
I want to pick up on something Byron said.
Yeah,
that actually came out in '92. That album.
I think the single was from '93.
The single, the album. No, that right. The album is from '92, but the single Everybody Hurts is from '93. So that I'm 100% sure.
DC's violated that rule many times. So.
years smears. Come on.
So, go ahead, John. If you are very strict about Duran Duran's Come On Down, it was released the single very late in December, but not official. So
I'll let it slide, Ivon, because it's so damn good.
Yeah. But number 1 is, of course, Ordinary World with Duran Duran. That's my favorite song from this album, and it's my favorite song from 1993. So that was my picks from top 10 1993. I think it was an good year for me. I
thought 93 was great.
Yeah, me too.
So. Yeah.
I mean, I keep worrying that I'm not going to find anything, but I keep finding stuff, and then I go, oh, yeah, shit.
I was shocked how good 93 was, because I thought, as we moved through, I was going to have all kinds of difficulties.
Yes.
I had 7 or 8 songs that I could have thrown in this top 10.
Oh, Ash, you just wait. All right. Sacred Right, Independent.
Ooh.
It didn't pop up.
That's a good one.
All right, Christian, go to bed, damn it. Oh, I'm not up to date. Jesus, I scrolled back
like 5 minutes ago.
I know. It's hard for me to do all this stuff.
And Everybody Hurts was released in April, 5 of April as a single in 1993.
Oh, Ash. Oh,
thank you. Yeah, agreed.
We did a show on that covers album. It was Davey Gallagher and myself, and we did a show on that record, and it is absolutely hideous.
Ugh.
Absolutely hideous. Yeah, stay away from it.
So put that up against the Clash's Cut the Crap.
I'd rather listen to Cut the Crap.
Oh, God. Change of Address?
I'd rather listen to Change of Address.
How about that Boston album?
I forget what the story was about that covers album, why they did it.
Yeah, Night Swimming is also a good song. It was released in July 1993. So they had a lot of singles from this album here, Arya.
Oh, yeah, 100%. All right, thank you, Ivon. Excellent work. All right, let's throw it over to DC and get his next 4.
All right, my last 4. And what I will note here is I think of all the years we've been doing this, for my list, these are the most year. My God, haven't got enough sleep because I had deadlines, so I'm not at 100% tonight, folks. But anyway, of all the years we've been doing these, my list tonight has the most overlap of any year. And there's 3 of the 4 here, my last 4 that have already appeared. Okay, we'll start out with an all-time favorite band with a favorite tune from their 1993 album Counterparts. It's Rush with Stick It Out. That's been mentioned before. Johnny Metal. Yeah, what a great tune. It's heavy. It's a bit funky. Starts with that menacing guitar passage and then Geddy's vocals, and they builds into a rifferistic crescendo in the chorus. There's nice ebb and flow to this song. And everyone shines here, all 3 guys. And I think John the Music Nut mentioned my next pick here. It's also from Donald Fagen, Tomorrow's Girls.
Nice. Nice.
You get that smooth, light jazz treatment, and Fagen's vocal delivery is like no other. No one sings like this guy.
That's right.
Again, top-notch instrumentation. They didn't use any B or C players. Steely Dan's, albums or solo. You get the guitar work, horns, the works. Not all that dissimilar from Steely Dan, and that's a good thing. Another artist that's appeared in the comments, it's the one that I have a love-hate relationship with, and I've mentioned that before. It's Lenny Kravitz with Are You Gonna Go My Way? Blistering guitar riff, funky rockin' vibe throughout, nice lead guitar. Do you like to shake your ass? Well, put this one on and get busy.
Oh, it's right there in his pants.
Yeah, there you go. And it's what Dick Smallwood does on his Saturday nights.
Didn't Lenny do that song on the MTV Video Music Awards with John Paul Jones on bass?
Yes, I think so.
That's wild right there.
Oh, yeah. That's something. That's something to look up on the YouTube, folks.
Yeah, there you go. You can find it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Jukebox Cowboys just listing stuff left and right. Enter the Wu-Tang, Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. He's it's just flowing out of him, all these different picks. Busy.
That's right.
All right.
All right. Go ahead, to finish things out here, and for all you headbangers, I got one for you. And for all you people that think all my picks are soft, there's more variety and it throws you. There's always hard rock picks in my top 10. This may be the second or third time I've included a metal tune. And it's Dio with Jesus, Mary, and the Holy Ghost.
Whoa!
Whoa, DC!
Whoa! Simmer down, everyone! Simmer down.
There, man. Come on.
I started with Fascist Christ, and I finished with Jesus, Mary, and the Holy Ghost. Similar themes. This is like Dio writing a song about being a Catholic schoolboy and just how confused he was by everything that he was getting hit with the stuff that the nuns were feeding him.
DC discovering Dio.
Oh, I love if when I reach for a Black Sabbath album, it's Heaven and Hell. I mean,
100%.
although I recognize Ozzy output, that is the Black Sabbath, that everybody knows and love. But at 2025, the album that I go to is Heaven and Hell with Dio. So,
Megan, your daughter was here earlier, but I'm glad you're here.
it's a thought-provoking tune, and it mirrors a lot of my experience as a Catholic school kid as well. So there you go,
Dio,
folks. There you go, folks.
Dio and Peter Jones perks up.
What the?
Good evening. I will pick my tracks from Gravity's Rainbow, Pat Benatar, Angry Machines, Dio, and War of Worlds by Fight. Bringing it in there. Bringing it in.
Oh.
Dehumanizer is highly underrated. DC being fed by
Nuns.
Maybe nuns.
I think it should have been nuns, yes.
Maybe. Oh, wait a minute. Peter Jones, we need to correct that. He means Strange Highways. That's all right. We got you. You can never go wrong with Dio. That's the quote of the night.
I may have thrown the earth off its axis with that last pick.
Well, it did. I felt a
slight tremor in central Ohio.
Jesus.
All right, I'm done. My work is done here.
Thank you, DC. Let's run over to John the Music Nut for his final four, ladies and gentlemen.
Got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Great.
Quote me some.
I'm not going with that one.
Hill.
That's all I'm going with. Okay. More Rush love here from counterparts, but I'm going with Nobody's Hero. I think this
Rush Night.
Beautiful song. Song about AIDS awareness. This was Neil wrote this about one of his friends that he had lost track of, and he found out later that he passed away from AIDS. Wonderful song, beautifully sung by Geddy Lee. Love the melody, love the chorus, love the strings at the end of the track as well. So that's my number 4, Nobody's Hero from Rush. Okay. Hello, Elder. Number 3. Well, time to give some more John Hyatt love, and I'm going with Buffalo River Home from Perfectly Good Guitar. This was a big hit on the album-oriented rock charts. We had this on our AOR show that we did several months ago. And I mentioned this song, and a lot of people were going, is this AOR? It is more like Americana. Well, I was thinking it got played on the AOR charts, but you remember that, Grant?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so there you go.
Uh-huh. Hi.
About counterparts. Okay. Oh, yeah. I remember that. I wasn't on there, but I watched it.
Yeah, that would cause
crazy.
Those counterparts, but yeah, you can't go wrong with John Hyatt, one of our finest songwriters. Excellent track off. A lot of great songs on Perfectly Good Guitar. This album, he went in a more rockin' direction. It wasn't as folk as a lot of his previous albums or albums after. That's Buffalo River Home from John Hyatt's my number 3. Number 2. Okay. This was this band's big album, and they put out a lot of albums after. And there were a lot of singles off this album, and they hit AOR. And I'm talking about Big Head Todd and Monsters from Sister Sweetly. I'm going with the song Circle.
That's another dollar bin rec CD.
It did become another. I'm looking at my list, Grant. Like 9 out of 10 of these wound up in the dollar bin. I think the only one that didn't was
all mine did.
Was Fishbone, and I think that one just didn't sell. That's what happened. That album just bombed too much. Yes, Alienation. That's a great track from that Scorpions Face the Heat album. But Circles.
Somebody give me a few Big Head Todd CDs.
There you go.
You want them?
No, somebody gave me some.
Man, Byron just gets CDs from all over. I mean, he's the man.
Did you listen to it?
Yeah, I listened to them. I recognized some of the stuff on the first one. I didn't recognize the other stuff. I think I got 3 of them. Anyway.
Ooh, I saw Hyatt open for Bonnie Raitt, I think, in '84.
Nice.
Bonnie Raitt was on fire during that era.
Yeah.
Absolutely was. I've seen Hyatt a few times live. So, my number 2, Circle, Big Head Time of Monsters. My number 1 is another band that hasn't been mentioned tonight. I'm surprised it hasn't been.
Oh, but it will.
I'm sorry?
Oh, but it will.
Oh, okay. All right. This is Counting Crows from the album August and Everything After. And the song is, well, that I didn't pick Anna Begins, but that's a great one.
Oh, shit. That's mine.
Go! And I didn't pick Omaha, even though our friend Byron.
Let me see if I got it switched.
What?
I went with Rain King.
I went with Anna Begins.
Well,
I knew I'd fuck something up tonight.
Rain King, you still hear a lot on AOR. What a wonderful song.
Anna Begins is better.
Anna Begins. This whole album, it's like the lost Van Morrison album. Even though Van Morrison was still putting out good albums at this time, it's very Van Morrison. This album,
it
very
is
melancholy. I mean, not as Irish as Van Morrison, but the wordplay, the song structure, very Van Morrison. And
we could have picked Mr. Jones. They played that. Wolfpack says this is a great record.
Murder of One.
Yes. All of the whole damn thing.
Somebody gave me this CD.
It's a $1
dollar bin. I mean, Time and Time Again's a great track.
How I got turned on to this record is that Rolling Stone did a big spread on these guys. And they did a review on it and just absolutely raved over it. And I thought, well, geez. And this is before I think it's sold or anything. So I picked it up and I loved it. I still do love it.
This took a little while to sell. I think there were like 2 singles before Mr. Jones.
Say that again.
I think Mr. Jones was like the 3rd single.
Yeah.
And they were giving it so much of a push. And then once Mr. Jones took off, which is by far the most upbeat song on the album, then the album took off. Not that great live, though. I've seen them live, and they were, but
okay.
You can get it on vinyl too. It's a European version of it on vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
Original.
That falsetto in the chorus just killed me. I couldn't. If I never heard that song again, I would have been happy back in '93. Boy, I just never connected with that song for some reason.
Hellguard's going, what year was the single release? Asking for Ivon.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that's true. Did we check? I didn't check. I don't think this was a single, but
no, but it's a beautiful song.
Beautiful song. I just went over my damn pick. Hey, was that your last one, John?
That was my last one. Yeah.
Before we switch over to Johnny Metal, let's go see what's happening in the warehouse and see if my employee is still working. Let's just see. Hopefully she's still working. There she is.
Oh, there she is. Yes.
Well, she can relate to the song Circle.
She could. But look at her. She's taking CDs.
It's really just a circle.
In case someone's wondering what she's doing, she's moving CDs from one side of the warehouse to the other. And she does it all day. And she also is carrying my child.
What aisle is she taking those CDs from and placing them in? I was going to say.
I just have to move stock around the warehouse because it's constant. The influx of inventory.
We got trucks and rail cars out the wazoo. We got to keep the product 100%. Moving inside the plant.
And you do have to have a walkway.
Yes, we have to have perfect clearing for her to get through. So she's doing a great job. Look at this.
Marlon finally just an hour 15 in, and Marlon finally gave us his presence.
He just never, one day he just never showed up.
If he was here right from the first minute, then he'd have something to complain about.
150 Marlon, if you're unaware of this show goes an hour and a half, and then it does, and then but you never show up, so you wouldn't know.
We miss you.
That's right.
We
do miss you.
So all right, let's keep going. John the Music Nut, I want to thank you for that pick. We're going to throw it over to Music Metal.
Well, these guys had a barn burner of a debut album in '89. And then they just kind of faded away, but then they quietly released this album in 1993. But boy, it's a little bit of a different band, but the singer and the guitar player still is the same. But man, that opening track is a barn burner of a song. Blue Murder, Nothing But Trouble. That first, We All Fall Down. I saw somebody mention that in the chat. Yeah, I love that track. It's probably the best song off the album. It's a little bit of an up and down album compared to the debut, but man, that first track was extremely solid. And yes, you can find this on vinyl. Real Gone Rep Music reissued it this year. So
They did?
Yes.
I was unaware of that.
Yes, came out earlier this year. I think it's the first time ever on vinyl. So I still hadn't had a chance to listen to it yet because it just life. But anyway, yes, Gary Joyce I think was the one who had said that in the thing. Yeah, rest in peace, John Sykes. Number 3. You know, this album had a few really good tracks on it. But I'll tell you what, there is nothing that gets my attitude pumping when this particular song comes on. And if I ever needed to unleash a little bit of anger, and like Marilyn Manson would say a little later on, he just doesn't have enough middle fingers. You by Candlebox is the song that did it for me, because there's just something that's just slinky about the guitar lines, the way the vocalist, was singing the lyrics, the whole groove, but then the F-bombs just come out of nowhere, and sometimes you just gotta let them loose. So I had to pick You by Candlebox. I love Far Behind too, and I also like, what was the other track that was a big hit off this album? Far Behind You, and there was like a third one, and I can't think of the name of the song now. But anyway,
I forget it myself.
Yeah. Anyway,
Change.
Thank you. That's what it was. Thank you. Yes, yep. Change. Next
Sean
one.
agrees with you, and so does Megan.
Yes,
she agrees with you 100%.
Thank you, Megan. I appreciate that. And I liked Marlon's pick with Saga earlier. That was I forgot about.
Marlon's all over it at times.
Yeah, Marlon's always has some good stuff. Number 2, this album has been mentioned before. However, I'm gonna go with a more deeper, darker, just grimy, nasty little track. From The Sound of White Noise, I'm going with Black Lodge.
That's right.
God, that video's disturbing. That song is disturbing, but oh my God, it's so good. John Bush's vocals perfect on this song. You don't expect this kind of a track out of Anthrax quite so much, but man, this one brings it. Black Lodge, again, just a creepy, just dark and grimy. It just gives you the shivers.
It makes you want to take a shower after you.
Yes, pretty much.
That's
pretty
right.
much. And actually the video too. So I go from this dark and grimy area, and I go to something a little bit more uplifting. This would be something I discovered in 1998. This was actually the first track I actually heard by this Christian artist. They mixed a little bit of a dreamy, atmospheric feel with almost an Irish kind of musicality within the song, but it's just such an uplifting song. And I'm going with a song by Rich Mullins called "The Color Green." On the Liturgy, Legacy, and a Ragamuffin Band album. This album was just, for me, in 1998, becoming a born-again Christian, for me, this album was very pivotal to me, and Rich Mullins' music was a big thing for me. So, but Color Green was probably the first song I heard by this man. So, and sadly, I had heard he passed away in a car accident in 97. So that was a very, very sad day for me when I heard that news, but I would come to love his music. So I know that's a little bit out of the box for me, but there you go. Rich Mullins.
West Coast Dave coming in with a thought. Candlebox, burn it, and all the candles in it. My goodness. West Coast Dave.
I got nothing.
I reckon Spilt Milk is the best rock album of '93.
Maybe of the decade for me.
Maybe could be of the decade.
But that's just me.
It's pretty damn good. It's up there. Marlon weighing in on Johnny Metal's pick. We're going to quote Marlon. Good job. Good
Thank you, brother.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Metal. Let's throw it over to Mr. Bolt and see what he has to his next picks, and he can wrap it up for us. Go ahead. Well, I'll wrap it up. Idiot. Go ahead, Byron.
All right. The first song I ever heard by these guys on the radio. We did a one and done on these guys too. So when I first heard this, I thought it was Bad Company for some reason. It just sounded like Bad Company. I'm going to go Peace Pipe off of there.
I think the panel liked this record.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good album. And like I said, that first track, when I heard it, I thought, wow, is this Bad Company? It sounded like Bad Company, but I don't really hear it as much anymore. Some of the guitars do give me that Bad Company feel, but man, he's got a great voice. He died. They only did this one album with them, and then they replaced him with it.
We looked at that other album. Did we look at that other album?
Yeah, I think we talked about them both. I don't think we talked about them both. I think we just did a review of that.
Cry Love show.
Yeah, great album. Dig that singer, man. Yeah, great.
They have two albums, one in '97 also.
Yeah.
The other one's good too.
Yeah, I just didn't think the singer was as good. But who was the singer on that second album? Wasn't it like?
We only had a way to look it up.
Somebody looked that up. John, I'm waiting for John to answer it. He's thinking about it.
I don't know the singer myself. I remember us reviewing the album though.
Yeah.
That album was.
The
second album was pretty good, but the first album kicks.
100%. Highly recommended if you could pick it up.
Vinyl is expensive. I see it's from Netherlands. It's expensive.
All right, cool.
Watson.
Sorry, we're doing research. Go ahead, Byron. Keep going.
Okay, this album's been mentioned a lot tonight. Rush Counterparts album.
God, has to be the #1 album.
I'm going to go with Cold Fire.
Yeah, that was a single.
It's heavy and then it's soft and it kind of goes back and forth, and takes me back to a relationship that I had just started at the same time when I first heard that track. So, and that's kind of about relationships. So it's kind of got a special place for me. But I'm going to also cheat, and I'm going to go with Animate as well, because that's such a good song. They tied.
Elder, we mentioned it twice. Ooh, the balloons are going off.
Yeah. So.
Excellent.
Yes. So Cold Fire and honorable mention for Animate.
Does this album cover art represent the relationship in any way?
Check it out, Sean. You'll love it. Good one.
Yeah, I got screwed.
That's how you look at
Bolt, though. Hey, there's the Bolt.
Oh!
All right, Byron, keep going.
So, all right, we actually did a one and done on this album.
100%.
It's the Vi album, and I'm going to go with the instrumental on here called "Touching Tongues." It's just this beautiful.
Kind of goes with that other Bolt and Nut thing.
This beautiful, slow instrumental. He's using some kind of an octave pedal on that with some echo. It's just beautiful. You get some Devin Townsend improvisation on it. Love that song. I think Grant said this was the reason to have this album.
Probably.
Or that was that song was
Devin Townsend just did not
do
anything.
You really like that instrumental track, though.
Well,
Mostly.
it's Steve Vai doing an instrumental track. What is there not to like?
But like I said, Devin did sing a little bit on that. My last one, Johnny Metal mentioned this one as well.
Oh, man.
Got my promo copy here.
Ooh, is that a promo? Oh,
yeah.
Is the CD say anything on it?
Promotional.
Ooh, nice.
Because what's that on Geffen, right?
Yeah.
It's the original.
That's the what Geffen did. My Urge Overkill.
I couldn't decide when I went to see I saw Thin Lizzy with John Sykes. I didn't bring this along to get autographed. I don't know if I should be bringing promos to get autographed or not.
Why not?
Well, because you didn't really buy it, you know.
You bought that, didn't you?
Well, yeah.
You could have said you were from the radio.
Other stuff, though.
You said you were from the radio station. It'd be good.
Okay. Well, I got the debut Blue Motor signed and some Thin Lizzy that night. So, but anyway, we all fall down. You know, this album didn't do anything.
Nope.
Came out at the wrong time.
Yep.
It's not as good as the debut, but it's still pretty solid.
Feels good. Does that version have the bonus track?
No.
I think it was the one that was. I think it was Bye Bye.
It's got the last track on here.
Well, wait a minute. So the album came out. Did they reissue with a bonus track? What's the story on that?
There was a Japanese version that had a bonus track. I think the song was called Bye Bye.
Yeah, that's not on this one.
Yeah. I don't think
we always get ripped off here in the States.
Yeah.
But we all fall down. Really, it would have fit on the first album too.
Oh yeah,
just a barn burner, man, and he really plays the ass off. I still like this. There's a couple tracks that I could live without, but
Webb, were you out mowing the yard? You're late. Webb's always mowing the yard, huh?
It's my last one here, Grant.
All right, cool. All right, thank you, Mr. BM Bolt. Let me go. Oh, here we go. I just did this album is phenomenal. If you have not heard this record, do yourself a favor. I got to find my graphic. So I'm yapping. There it is. All right. The band The Wild Hearts. The track TB10 off Earth versus the Wild Hearts. Absolutely phenomenal. It's like punk infused hard rock, crunchy guitars, there's driving rhythms, great vocals. The songs are very catchy. I mean, you could sprinkle a little power pop on them, but then again, there's enough hard rock in there to keep you interested, but there's harmonies, there's melodies. It's the whole record. This is phenomenal. In fact, their whole catalog's really good. Mm-hmm. But this is one of those albums, if you go back and look at reviews, this has always been one of those British records from back in the day that always gets a lot of props. A lot of people dig this record. So
if any of you listeners are purchasers or readers of Classic Rock magazine, they are always touting the Ginger and the Wild Hearts or the Wild Hearts. It's a good catalog, good stuff.
Good catalog. Go check it out. Highly recommend it. Or go listen. I did the One Band, One Artist show on it. Go listen to the track there and then hit like and subscribe. And hit like and subscribe. Anyway. All right, my next pick I'm going to go with, this is all kind of related, I'm going to go with Juliana Hatfield. We're going to go with the Juliana Hatfield 3, and I'm going to go with the song Feeling Massachusetts. And of course, again, jangly guitars. Juliana's vocalist is only one Juliana Hatfield. It's very youthful sounding. But I like Juliana Hatfield. I was digging the Lemonheads. I was digging Juliana Hatfield, that whole Boston thing that was going. The Blake Babies, even before this. But this is good. I think the alt rock track off of here that got a lot of play was My Sister, which is good. If you remember MTV days, they probably played that on MTV. So I'm going to go with that.
I just want to mention this Julian Hatfield. I didn't know so much about it, but she made a record in 2023 on vinyl that she plays only electric light orchestra songs, and
she did one of doing all of Olivia Newton-John tracks.
And that the ELO record is very good. Oh, you got some money here, I see in the panel. Yeah.
Oh, holy. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to step back for a moment because money just popped in. Wolfpack 40, $10. Great channel, folks. I always learn new music from everyone. Great show. Thank you, Wolfpack. Thanks for the support. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is what kind of community we have here in the warehouse. In fact, since we're talking about the warehouse, let me make sure my employee's okay and see if she's doing her job. We'll pop her back in, make sure she's gotta see what she's doing. To make sure she's all
She
right.
might have been back there getting busy with Denny.
Yeah,
Probably. Well, Denny, you know how he is. He's kind of like a male whore. All right, my next pick, and we've already talked about this. I don't really need to go into it much more, but Anna Begins off of Counting Crows. I guess, you've got that beautiful accordion accent, emotional storytelling on it. It's the vocals on this track, absolutely captivating. It's a nice, I guess it's a slow song, if you want to call it that, kind of Americana. I love it. I still love this record. I've got one more. I do believe it's one more. Okay, one more. And I was thinking, what else could I do during this era? And I remember, man, didn't Teenage Fan Club put out an album in '93?
Yep.
Oh, yes, they did.
Yep, they did.
And of course, I screwed up. The track's actually called Norman 3. But this is funny because Norman Blake sings this and he repeats "I'm in love with you" over 20 times on this record.
Yeah. You want to talk about driving a hook into the ground?
It kind of drives it into the thing, but the Teenage Fan Club 13, I really love this record. There are hooks, there are melodies, there are harmonies, there's power pop in here. I love it. But yeah, Teenage Fan Club. Oh, God, so freaking good. And they're still doing their thing today. So I guess that's my final one. Eric says Juliana was a guest star in My So Called Life. Well, they're nice. What else? Good pick. Oh, thank you, Webb. Appreciate that. All right, I guess, ladies and gentlemen, we've went an hour and a half. It always goes an hour and a half. I think we can wrap this dog up. I do want to thank the panelists. Well, does anybody have anything to add before anything coming up, anything to promote, anything to...
The only thing I'll promote is I've been the last couple of weeks, I started doing Monday Night Metal, and I do it like an hour right before like your Monday night stuff. So
if I do Monday night stuff,
you do a Monday night. So like this started at 8 Eastern. Well, I did one at 7 just as a warm up, and I thought, I wanted to see if I could do a little fun with it. Had Jack Toledano on the first week, had Pete Jones on tonight. Probably do somebody next week. So it could be anything random. It's just live chat, just whatever, and just go. Just a couple of people just having fun. And I thought I'd just have a little fun with it. So,
all right. So, ladies and gentlemen,
I got really cooking right now. There's not a whole lot of other irons in my fire. So, at the moment. So,
all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, give Johnny Metal some love Monday nights at 7. And please check out his channel and subscribe. We
got lots of stuff. There's John and I did all kinds of great stuff, So it's a lot of good stuff for y'all to watch if you want to catch up on it.
All right. If you haven't subscribed,
go to John's Music Nuts channel and subscribe. Gosh darn it.
Ivon has a channel too.
Yes, Ivon Music Man.
Ivon Music Man. What's going on your channel, Ivon, real quick?
I have a little summer break now, so I will start next week. I'm going on a concert on Wednesday to Oslo and see Pearl Charles. Pearl Charles is a very nice lady that she's a singer-songwriter, and she plays early Fleetwood Mac vibe music, and she's going to have a show in Oslo. I'm going to watch that. So next week, every Wednesday and Friday, I have a show on my channel.
Okay, cool. And Johnny's
my
channel,
music corner, Helgard. My music corner.
Yeah. Webb's giving you some love. And Marlon does not have a channel. Just to let everyone know, in case you were wondering.
He needs one.
He needs one. There you go. Johnny Metal, My Music Corner. All right, everybody, let's wrap this dog up. We do appreciate you here. We just do it because we want to talk music here in the warehouse. I'm going to have to give her she's been so busy tonight. All right, everybody, we will see. I'm not sure what's next. I don't know what's next. Something's coming.
We got
up.
Wednesday with West Coast Dave.
West Coast Dave. Yes. What are we doing?
bands or artists that you should know.
Exactly. And tomorrow night, I know I'm recording a show with John Borat about we're doing Graham Parker, looking at all of his 70s stuff.
Oh, that's
Nice.
good. That's good. That's
Mhm.
nice.
Johnny Music, you're like aren't you like a big Graham Parker guy?
I like his 70s stuff, definitely.
Yeah. I'm bringing it hard. West Coast Dave.
Yikes.
Whoa. Simmer down.
Maybe we should show this graphic right now.
Bringing a Raven.
Nice to know, Dave. All right, everybody, we're going to wrap this dog up. We went overtime. We will be back again next month. We're going to attempt to do 1994. So we will be back. See everybody. Have a good week and keep it clean. See everybody.